When we originally started trying to choose a good map for Dead City, I think it kind of came back originally when we did the Himmelsdorf night variant.
We just kind of wanted a tight space where you didn't have long lines of sight.
They put the cemeteries everywhere, and you can see my little ghost particles that I created for the garage.
And also having the flaming scarecrow jack-o'-lantern sitting in the central fountain. That's a nice central piece for everybody to come and rally to.
So when we were thinking about what we were going to do with the tank, we first came up with an idea. It was a zombie tank.
And so the whole idea was shoot a tank in the head or set it on fire. Great in idea, not so much in implementation.
The next idea was, let's slow the shots down and give them these huge arcs and kind of make them spells. So we came up with this kind of wizard warlock tank.
But then we kept thinking along the lines of what else could we do, and then we came up along the lines of ghost tank.
So we started actually changing the shader and added some vertex displacement. So the whole tank is actually moving around and swimming around. It's not just a screen effect.
And instead of spells, it's like this ectoplasm.
We reduced the friction on the ground so that way they felt like they were floating along the ground.
Once we had it transparent, we decided to actually put the crew inside it.
Which are in the real game, and that's how we detect when a crew member is injured. And we thought, since we can visibly display the crew, let's make them into skeletons.
So the guys inside the tank actually have physics. So when you start and stop the tank, they actually move around. It's pretty cool.
So one of the really fun things that we found out of the playtest was that if you drove up all the way to the church on the hill, you could just rain these shots to the courtyard area, and that was one of the really cool highlight moments where we're like, yeah, this mode is fun.
My favorite part is the Spectre tank itself.
My favorite part is definitely the tank.
So I think my favorite thing is the scarecrow being burned at the stake.
We noticed that a lot of people were coming to that center, having their fights happening there, and it just is a bizarre, unique experience not seen anywhere else in the game.
Make sure you turn on your sound really well and turn it up when you play this, because you hear screams as the shells fly by, so it is pretty sweet.